To all of you ignorant people that voted for Trump, I am so sorry to call you ignorant, but there's no other word for it. Either you're ignorant, what you think, or you guys are, I guess, sociopaths or narcissists like Trump is. I'm about to show you clips of things that are just destroying our country. First, here in South Florida, he now has taken away temporary protective status for Venezuelans that were about to become legal here. So that's one thing. He's about to make everybody's life a lot harder and a lot more expensive. Here are some clips for you. Thank you so much for voting him into office.
The extension of temporary protected status for Venezuelans currently living in the United States. And this leaves some with 60 days to leave the country. Local Times' Bridget Matters joining us live.
Disgusting what he's doing. Disgusting.
How this will affect
guy's a piece of
South
poop.
Florida. Bridget.
And this is a big development. More than 600,000 Venezuelans here in the United States under temporary protection status could face deportation.
He's such an asshole.
Hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans under temporary protection status, otherwise known as TPS, could face deportation. According to the New York Times, Donald Trump has made the decision to revoke TPS. The program aims to protect people leaving countries suffering under socioeconomic, political, and/or environmental crisis. Under President Nicolas Maduro, millions have fled the country as the government continues to unravel. President Donald Trump addressed TPS recipients in South Florida.
We want to see what we can do to get people back in their homeland safe and free and all. He's meeting with a lot of different people, but we are for the people of Venezuela. We're for the Venezuelan Americans. If you look,
he's for the Venezuelan Americans. He's going to send them all back to their country, and I bet you most of them voted for him. Freaking ignorant people. You never trust a narcissist, not ever.
We have them all in Florida, right around the Doral area. That's really, they call it Little Venezuela.
Close to 300,000 given status protections in 2023 will have 60 days after the termination notice is published. More than 250,000 will have protection through September.
So every Venezuelan that has TPS is good until April this year or September this year. So no need to panic.
Immigration attorney Willie Allen says most Venezuelans have likely applied for asylum, which will protect them after TPS expires. But those who have lost their asylum case will be vulnerable. Mr. Trump's Homeland Security Secretary says TPS does not serve the national interests of the United States. And under the Biden administration's order, an 18-month extension would have been granted for TPS recipients.
Disgusting. He's disgusting, that man.
Those who have lost their asylum case or those who have not applied for asylum are most at risk for facing deportation. For now, we're live in direct.
Well, if you're Venezuelan and you voted for Trump, how do you feel now? And now for world news. Watch all of our prices go up. For all of you guys who voted for Trump thinking he was going to put money in your pocket, make groceries cheaper, gas cheaper, give you money for your tax incomes. Ha 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 ha. Guys, you had it all wrong. And I knew it. I always knew it. There's no way that a narcissist who's a liar, most narcissists are liars, there's no way he would help you. No way would he help you. He's only interested in helping himself. And we are going to be screwed. So thank you so much for everyone that voted for him.
We begin tonight with the battle over tariffs. President Trump imposing steep taxes on the country's three largest trading partners, Canada, Mexico, and China, sparking fears of a trade war, which could threaten the global economy.
And you guys, he's getting every country to hate us. He's going to start a war here. Good luck to all of us.
Trump signing executive orders imposing 25% tariffs on all imports from Mexico and Canada and 10% on goods from China. The president says he's protecting and boosting the U.S. economy, blaming those countries for enabling illegal drugs and undocumented migrants to flow into the U.S., accusations they reject. Canada and Mexico vowing to make Americans share the pain. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau imposing 25% tariffs on more than $105 billion of U.S. goods.
He's making every single country hate us. All of you people that voted for him, how could you not see that a narcissistic liar would do something like this? How could you not see it?
Canadians voicing their displeasure, booing the Star-Spangled Banner at a hockey game. What all of this could mean for the price of groceries.
Even the Canadian people hate us now. Thanks, you guys, for voting him into office, whoever did.
From avocados to alcohol and the cost of a new car. ABC senior White House correspondent Selena Wang leads us off from Washington.
Tonight, the United States on the brink of a trade war that threatens to hurt American consumers and upend the global economy.
There could be some temporary, short-term.
Temporary.
President Trump signing a trio of executive orders imposing 25% tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada, with the lower 10% tariff on Canadian oil and gas and 10% tariffs on goods from China. The new measure, set to take effect on Tuesday, could raise prices for Americans at the grocery store and the gas pump.
Good luck to all of us.
Insists that tariffs are necessary to strengthen the U.S. economy, accusing those countries of allowing undocumented migrants and illegal drugs to enter the U.S.
China makes the fentanyl, gives it to Mexico, puts it through Canada, puts it through different places, mostly Mexico, but also a lot through Canada. And so all three haven't treated us very well.
And we're all going to suffer because of it.
America's three biggest trading partners rejecting Trump's accusations and vowing to retaliate. The Chinese government denouncing the tariffs, which come on top of existing tariffs from Trump's first term, promising countermeasures and urging the U.S. to handle its own fentanyl issues objectively and rationally without threatening other countries with tariffs.
Of course.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum ordering retaliatory tariffs and slamming Trump's assertion that her government works with drug cartels as slander, saying if the United States wants to combat criminal groups that traffic drugs and generate violence, we must work together. But the strongest reaction from our ally to the north, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, says Canada will retaliate with 25% tariffs on $106 billion worth of American goods, calling on his citizens to buy Canadian.
It might mean opting for Canadian rye over Kentucky bourbon, or foregoing Florida orange juice.
Trump is making everybody hate us. Are you guys happy about that with your American first bullshit? This is what happens, you guys, when you're selfish, when you follow and support a selfish, lying, scumbag narcissist. This is what's going to happen. All the countries are going to hate us with this bullshit of America first. Where do you get this in your head with America first? You put anybody first and you don't help other people and other countries, and you don't connect and share responsibilities with other people and other countries, nobody can ever work out a problem doing it by themselves. It takes lots of people to work together to make things happen. We're supposed to be the United States of America. He has completely screwed us over. He's going to make everybody hate us. This is what you voted for: selfishness, lies, and narcissism. And now everybody's going to be screwed because of what you voted for if you voted for him.
Together.
Liquor stores in several Canadian provinces already pulling American-made products from their shelves. Officials in Canada perplexed. U.S. Customs and Border Protection data shows just 1.5% of migrant apprehensions and less than 1% of fentanyl seizures take place along the U.S.-Canada border.
So it's hard to know what more we can do, but we're obviously open to any other suggestions that come our way.
Trump now claiming that Canada is not a viable country without U.S. support. Again, arguing Canada should become the 51st state, much lower taxes, and far better military protection for the people of Canada, and no tariffs. But Canadians outraged. Thousands of hockey fans in Ottawa booing the U.S. national anthem just hours after Trump's tariff announcement.
Can you imagine Canada, one of the most amazing places that was like our ally? He has completely screwed us over in every capacity. It's disgusting what this man is doing. And for all of you who voted for him, you should be ashamed at your ignorance.
And Whit, tonight we're also learning about growing tensions between Elon Musk and the U.S. Agency for International Development. Sources tell us that 2 top security officials were put on leave after refusing to allow staffers from Musk's Department of Government Efficiency to access sensitive information within the agency. Whit?
All right, Selena Wang, thank you. And back on the issue of tariffs, shoppers and businesses are bracing to pay higher prices now. Americans could feel the first impact at the grocery stores and at the gas pumps. And tonight, the warning from the auto industry. Here's ABC's Elizabeth Schulze.
So all of you guys who voted for Trump, you thought you were going to get money in your pocket, huh? You thought you were going to see prices go down at the grocery store, prices go down for gas. You thought your businesses would improve. The opposite is going to happen, and it's something I knew all along, and it goes back to the fact that he's a lying narcissist. It all goes back to that. You can never trust a narcissist. They lie continually about everything. They try to put on some good thing that's going to happen. They always lie. They always make up stories, and they make you believe what you want to believe. But guess what, guys? I learned a long time ago you can't trust a narcissist, not anything out of their mouths. And now you guys and everyone in this country that voted for him is going to learn the hard way.
Tonight, American households and businesses are bracing to pay higher prices, with President Trump's sweeping tariffs
Good luck.
set to hit nearly half of all imports that enter into the U.S.
Good luck.
Tariffs are fees paid by businesses to the U.S. government when products and materials cross the border.
The U.S. importer has to write a check to the U.S. government. And what we saw in the 2018-2019 trade war is that that burden was shifted directly onto American buyers and their customers. So it is Americans who have been shown over and over again to pay the burden of these tariffs, not foreigners.
There you go.
Say the tariffs could cost American households on average up to $1,500 extra per year.
There you go.
As businesses pass down higher costs. The first place consumers would feel the hit in the grocery aisle.
There you go, guys.
47% of all imported vegetables.
So you thought he was going to bring the prices of groceries down, right? That's what you voted for? Good luck.
Come from Mexico and Canada, plus 91% of avocados and 87% of tomatoes.
You can't stockpile fresh tomatoes, fresh avocados. So I imagine that in this particular segment of goods, we're going to see those cost increases being pushed forward in a matter of weeks.
Liquor like tequila also set to get more expensive. Small business owners like Amar Harag in San Diego say margins are already tight.
You want to drink because of your stress? Good luck.
It seems like at every turn we have to look at additional costs to run our business, which then results into that $1-2 increase.
And all these Latinos, they all voted for Trump. Good luck.
Auto sector also highly exposed. New car prices could go up $3,000 on average if the tariffs stay in effect.
Trump.
And with 60% of imported crude oil coming from Canada, drivers could feel pain at the pump too.
Good luck to all of you people that voted for Trump and the rest of us who didn't want him there because we knew this was going to happen because we have brains.
Gas Buddy says prices could rise 20 cents.
And no, I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent with a brain.
Regions like the Midwest and Northeast.
And Elizabeth Schulze joining me now in studio. Good to see you. Elizabeth, we know that some retailers already preparing for these tariffs, stocking up on shipments.
Exactly what we have seen an uptick in shipping volumes, and some businesses have tried to front load their shipments ahead of these tariffs taking effect. But that is a lot harder to do for retailers who sell perishables or seasonal products.
Something to watch in the days ahead. Elizabeth Schulze, thank you for coming in tonight.
All right, you guys. So, this is something I knew all along. You cannot trust a lying narcissist. Why would you ever think you could? And let me tell you something before I end this video. I still don't believe that the majority of people in our country voted for that jerk. I really do think there was some kind of a scam that happened. And I think that specific election was rigged. And I think Elon Musk had something to do with it. I just don't believe that Trump was actually voted into office because I don't want to believe that more than half our country was that ignorant and stupid to vote for someone like him. And if people were that ignorant and stupid, if we have that many people in this country that are that stupid and ignorant that voted for a lying narcissist, well, you're all going to learn a very, very, very hurtful and valuable lesson. We all are going to be in pain because of what you voted for. Good luck to all of us. Good luck.